U.S. women's national team, everybody's in an uproar about their celebrations. And I read an article today. I'm sitting here with some members of my team, Brett Basham and Emma Welch. Emma actually played college soccer. She fell on the ground and acted like she broke an ankle in order to catch her breath, I guess, right?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, she's not wrong. See, you know why they do it? I don't know either. But why is everybody in an uproar about how the U.S. women's national team acted? Now, I saw it. There were a few that I was like, maybe over the line. But why do we have to look at everything in our life and our celebrations as all or nothing? Can we not understand a little bit of this, the dedication and sacrifice that goes in to a player to celebrate? I didn't see anything personally that upstaged Thailand. It wasn't like somebody walked in and they were pointing at him and they were jawing at him. Like, I didn't see that. What I did see was a bunch of elite professionals competing at the highest level and celebrating their successes. That, to me, is what we need to be celebrating. Now, if I had to guess, the one-sided criticism is because one of the big celebrations has been a rather polarizing figure, and she's come out on some things that I don't personally agree with in some of her stances, but that doesn't matter. I could still see the beauty of what she did in her game to celebrate scoring goals. But don't you know in the World Cup that goal differential matters? Like, Steve Spurrier, the legendary coach from the University of Florida, used to always say when other coaches said, you're running up the score. And he said, how do I tell my fourth and fifth string players or my second string or third string to not score? Isn't that more disgraceful and disrespectful to you when your job is to stop them? Like, wouldn't it be more disgraceful if they ran around with the ball and played nanny, nanny, boo-boo, keep away from the opponents, and showed their superiority by not allowing Thailand to get the ball? That would be like a cat and a mouse when the cat is going to eat the mouse at some point. Like, it's just putting the torture in there and extending it. It's not a gender issue. And all you people who have a gender idea here about what this is about and wanting to make it gender-based, have you ignored the Major League Baseball debate in the last month with bat flips? In fact, in a San Francisco Giants game, Madison Bumgarner, Cy Young winning left-handed pitcher, gave up a home run. And the guy stands and looks at it for a quarter second, starts running, and Bumgarner, the pitcher, yells at him to run the bases. But we're having debates about guys hitting home runs and standing and looking at it and then flipping the bat as a celebration. You know what sucks about it, pitchers? Don't give up the home run. Deal with it. Thailand, if you're pissed off that the U.S. women's national team is scoring on you, stop them. Don't let them score. See, I love this. There's a speaker right now out in the workplace by the name of Andy Frisella. And my wife and I went to a workshop about a year and a half ago, and Andy spoke. I had no idea who this guy was. It was a Grant Cardone 10X conference, and it was a lot of rah-rah. Andy Frisella walks out there in some jeans and a T-shirt. It's like, look, I am so sick and tired of seeing people beat down the coaches when their team scores 100 and the opponent scores 0. We're fussing at the coaches for scoring 100 points and being wrong. What's wrong with our society when we're fussing at the successful and ignoring the people who are getting beat? We're trying to protect those that are getting beat. Now, I understand if you have a rec team and you're coaching a group of developmental players and everybody's supposed to have a rec team and you get beat 100-0, okay? And it's rec. And the coaches have, exquisite plays designed to isolate an opponent's weakness. That's fine. We are talking about Major League Baseball and the women's national team who are paying the coaches to develop game plans to stop one another. How about we yell at Thailand for not getting the job done? How about we yell at the coaches of Thailand and say, Coach, you gave up way too many goals. You are bad. You're not getting the job done. Pitchers, if you're giving up home runs and you're upset about the guy bat flipping and showing you up, let's go to the first part of the statement. You gave up a home run. Be better. Don't care. Be better. See, We are so lost in our society today that we're worried about the feelings of the people who get beaten versus enhancing the superiority and the greatness of the players that are getting the job done. Isn't it amazing that we are so afraid of success? Like, I want you to go to somebody right now and go, what do you want in life? What do you want? Yeah. I want to own my own company. No, you're a loser. You won't ever get to do that because nothing ever good happens to you. Go tell that to an 18-year-old kid. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to look at you and go like, dude, crazy old person. Are you freaking kidding me? See, it flies into the face of what we're trying to teach our kids. You can have anything you want if you work your tail off to achieve it. You can't have anything you want just because you snap your fingers and you get it. You've got to put in the effort. So if somebody busts their ass every single day and works hard, competes like a son of a gun, puts in all the work, and succeeds, why shouldn't we celebrate? Why? Like, I don't understand that. The amount of work that somebody has to put in to succeed is remarkable. Stop neutering people's level of success because of your own insecurities and fears. You know, the people who are bitching and moaning about the women's national team celebrating are the people who never got to celebrate because they were no good at what they did. Right? Oh, you're going to send me a tweet and say, no, so-and-so who succeeded didn't. Yeah, one or two people. Like, I literally read a psychologist that said we shouldn't score that many goals because it's not good for you. What? Why did that psychologist answer the call to do the media? For the good of the public community? No, because it felt good to them. It was about achievement. Give me a break. Develop your kids. Put them out at practice. Teach them about what it takes to succeed. Don't job the game so they win. Make them fight to work to get it to achieve. Make them understand what failure is all about. Make them fight to work through the struggle and the disappointment. Michael Jordan got cut his freshman year. And who did he talk about in his Hall of Fame induction speech? Everybody that he felt disrespected, including the kid that got the roster spot. And people were upset that Michael Jordan had that kind of attitude. It fed the greatest basketball player we have ever seen. Every single day he got better because of that. If those players for Thailand are truly upset, you know what you do? You get better. You look at it and you go back and you get better. I gave up home run. Hell, I gave up a home run that hit the natatorium at University of Arkansas. I gave up a home run in the Superdome that the next day I was taking fly balls in the outfield in batting practice, and I heard the dudes behind the fence go, my God, you see that home run that went out over center field yesterday? And I'm like, yeah, dude, that was me. I gave that up. But I didn't walk around with a loser label over my chest. You own it. And you go back and you get better the next time. What are we teaching our society that we tell people that success is bad? You know what we're telling them when success is bad? That mediocre is okay. You want to be average? Then listen to everyone else around you that's trying to suck you into their average. You deserve better. Don't get caught up in other people's fears and insecurities. Now, let me say this. There is sportsmanship. There is proper development. Okay? I want to be very clear. Sportsmanship is about, listen, you and I can go to battle. We can compete like crazy. But I'm going to say nice things about you afterwards. In fact, I'm going to reach across the aisle. I'm going to lift you up and help you. And I'm going to never say a negative thing about anybody I compete with. I'm going to play the game the right way. I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to find every angle I can to succeed within the rules. I'm going to outwork you. Cheating is not showing up early. Okay? I'm going to respect the game at the highest level. I didn't see anything in the women's national team celebration that disrespected the game. I didn't see him peeing on the ball. I didn't see him making fun of the place where they were. I didn't see him taunting and pointing at other players. I saw them celebrating as a team for a family, a family that has been through a lot, has been criticized and taken platforms, and are celebrating together. Would I have liked to have seen more reserves out there playing? Maybe. But the coach has a job to do to prepare their team for every level of competition. And if that means cohesiveness and execution, it's required. Okay? Listen, I think we have to take a look at ourselves, and as a psychologist, we have to better develop our players for the real world. The real world is hard. Struggle is the norm. And when we look at celebrations, we should allow our folks to celebrate and enjoy the game, enjoy the process. This stuff is so hard that if we're going to have to deal with the negativity and the fear and the doubts and the insecurities that go with it, can't we for once frickin' celebrate? And I don't mean, ready for this, parents? Sorry, earmuffs if you can't handle it. I don't mean travel ball rings either. I don't mean getting a ring and a trophy because your kid won the World Series of your county. What I mean by celebrating is getting a team together and saying, let's go eat some ice cream, let's go to dinner and talk about that was really fun to watch. I don't need to see a ring case of the 17 travel ball rings your kid got. I need to see how they compete to go win for the joy of winning. We won the Dixie Pre-Majors World Series. We beat 14 other teams and dogpiled when we won it. You know what we won? A plaque. You know what else we got? A t-shirt. But you can never replace the relationships and the friends that I had on that team as we stayed in a road motel in Bastrop, Louisiana for a week next to the paper mill. And then had to go to Texarkana for 8 days and spent that. But those guys that I played with, Kevin Ainsworth, Tim Lanier, Brian Doherty, David DeLucci, who else? Yeah, a bunch of others. I'm getting old. Okay, never forgot those guys. Okay, so let's join in the joy of experience. Listen, I do a lot of work with golf, and there's two things that just absolutely infuriate me in golf as coaches. When coaches say, don't get angry out there and calm down and think strategically. Are you kidding me? You are a human being with emotions. If you get excited, if you make a double eagle, woohoo, yeah, baby. If you make a double bogey, you may be a little ticked. When we try to suppress our emotions, though, we bring in more problems. Look, I know I'm going to get feedback and say, Brett, you're over the line. We got to have better sportsmanship. Listen, I'm not telling you to break dance at home plate if you hit a home run. There are boundaries. It's not all or nothing. But for the love of it, the amount of sacrifice it takes, the pain that it takes, the hurt, when you succeed, celebrate it. Because my God, wins get harder and harder the higher you go up on the performance ladder and the performance mountain. And if you can't celebrate it, why do we do this? So the women's national team, go win the next one. Celebrate that. And can we stop all the... See, I really think most of the arguments are coming from people that just want to be clicked on and become experts in the field. I don't think they really believe in what they're saying. So for all these people out there, celebrate. Enjoy it. My God, bring some joy and peace to other people by how you celebrate. And stop all the whining. As a psychologist, just don't do it the wrong way. And don't make your self-identity about your celebration. Make it about the sacrifice and process that you make. Listen, you know what? It's Friday afternoon. Get out of here. Go celebrate. Have a great time. Don't do anything stupid and disrespect you or your family. But let's have a great time. And the next time we see somebody celebrate, just think of the sacrifice that it takes to create that. I'll see you guys next week.